The Isla del Barón, a name whispered on the salt-laced wind, a story etched in stone and sorrow. This island, a volcanic spark in the azure expanse of the Mar Menor, holds a history as turbulent as its fiery birth. Located in the heart of the Región de Murcia, it stands as a silent sentinel, bearing witness to the ebb and flow of time and tide. For centuries it has captivated the imaginations of those who dared to dream. Its volcanic origins are evident in the jagged cliffs that meet the sea. They rise from the depths, a testament to the raw power that once sculpted this land. The island's strategic location, guarding the entrance to the Mar Menor, has made it a place of both refuge and conflict. But it is in the whispers of tragedy, the echoes of a love story gone awry, that the true essence of Isla del Barón resides. Legends speak of a nobleman who once ruled these lands, his heart as fiery as the island's volcanic core. He fell in love with a maiden from a distant shore, their love as deep and tumultuous as the sea that surrounded them. Yet, fate was cruel. Their love was not meant to be, torn apart by the very forces that shaped the island. Today, the island stands as a monument to their tragic tale, its cliffs and shores echoing with the memories of their love and loss. Visitors to Isla del Barón can almost hear their whispers in the wind, feel their presence in the ancient stones. The island's rugged beauty, shaped by volcanic forces and time, continues to inspire awe and wonder. It is a place where nature's raw power and human emotion intertwine, creating a landscape rich in history and mystery. As the sun sets over Isla del Barón, casting long shadows over its rocky terrain, one can't help but feel a connection to the past. The island's story is one of resilience, love, and the enduring power of nature. Its volcanic origins are evident in the jagged cliffs that meet the sea. They rise from the depths, a testament to the raw power that once sculpted this land. They rise from the depths, a testament to the raw power that once sculpted this land. The island's strategic location, guarding the entrance to the Mar Menor, has made it a place of both refuge and conflict. But it is in the whispers of tragedy, the echoes of a love story gone awry, that the true essence of Isla del Barón resides. The island's history is a tapestry woven with threads of conquest and resilience. The echo of oars slicing through water, the clang of armor, the ghostly remnants of a bygone era. Legend has it that the Spanish Armada, that mighty fleet of ships, sought refuge in the Mar Menor's protective embrace. The Isla del Barón, with its commanding views, would have served as a strategic lookout point. Did the sailors find solace on its shores, or did the island bear witness to their despair? History remains tight-lipped, but the whispers linger. They dance on the wind, carried on the salty air, a reminder that even the mightiest empires can crumble like sandcastles against the tide of time. Don Julio Falcó, a name synonymous with the island's most enduring tale. A nobleman of noble lineage and questionable choices, he found himself ensnared by the fickle hand of fate. Accused of treason, stripped of his titles and freedom, the Baron was banished to the very island that would one day bear his name. Imprisoned on this lonely outcrop, Don Julio could only curse the cruel twist of fate that had brought him low. The sea, once a symbol of freedom and adventure, now represented the bars of his gilded cage. Yet even in his isolation, Don Julio possessed a spirit that refused to be broken. He would find a way to make this island his own, to transform it from a prison into a sanctuary. Little did he know, this transformation would come at a terrible price. Years passed, and Don Julio's sentence was commuted. He had spent countless days and nights on the island, each one blending into the next, a monotonous rhythm of solitude and reflection. The island had become more than just a prison. It had become a part of him, a place where he had faced his deepest fears and regrets. He was free to leave the island that had been his prison. The boat that awaited him was a symbol of his newfound freedom, yet as he stepped aboard he felt a strange reluctance. The mainland, with all its noise and chaos, seemed foreign to him now, but something had shifted within him. The isolation had changed him in ways he couldn't fully understand. He had found a strange kind of peace in the silence, a clarity that had eluded him in his previous life. The island's stark beauty, its isolation, had seeped into his soul. The rugged cliffs, the endless horizon, the sound of the waves crashing against the shore, all of it had become a part of him. It was as if the island had imprinted itself on his very being. Instead of returning to the mainland and the life he once knew, Don Julio made a decision that would forever alter his destiny. He chose to stay, to embrace the solitude and the beauty of the island. It was a decision born out of a deep sense of belonging, a recognition that the island was now his true home. He purchased the Isla del Barón. With the stroke of a pen, the island that had once been his prison became his sanctuary. It was a bold move, one that surprised many, but to Don Julio, it felt like the most natural thing in the world. Using his remaining fortune, he set about transforming the island into a testament to his resilience. He oversaw every detail, ensuring that the construction reflected his vision. It was a labor of love, a project that consumed him entirely. A palace rose from the rocky terrain, its white walls gleaming in the sunlight, a stark contrast to the rugged landscape. It was a magnificent structure, a symbol of his triumph over adversity, a beacon of hope in a desolate place. It was a monument to his isolation, a self-imposed exile from the world that had wronged him. The palace stood alone, much like Don Julio himself, a solitary figure in a vast empty landscape. But even a palace built of stone cannot keep out the ghosts of the past or the shadows of loneliness. The memories of his former life, the regrets and the sorrows, lingered like spectres, haunting the halls of his grand creation. In the end, the island was both his refuge and his prison, a place where he could never truly escape himself. Section 5. The Russian Rose. It was on a trip to distant lands that Don Julio encountered her. A vision of ethereal beauty, a Russian noblewoman with eyes as blue as the summer sky. Her name, lost to time and tragedy, was whispered on the wind, a secret shared only by the seabirds and the waves. Captivated by her beauty, her melancholic grace, Don Julio believed he had found solace for his wounded soul. He brought her back to the island, his bride, his salvation. But the island, for all its stark beauty, held a different fate for the young woman. It welcomed her with open arms, only to slowly, insidiously begin to devour her spirit. Section 6. Tragedy on the Wind. The isolation that Don Julio had come to accept as a form of penance became a prison for his young bride. The vastness of the sea, the endless whisper of the wind, the absence of familiar faces and sounds, wore away at her spirit. The vibrant young woman he had brought to the island began to fade. She would wander the halls of the palace, a ghost within her own life. Her laughter, once a source of joy, became a haunting echo, lost in the vastness of their island home. Don Julio, blinded by his own pain and isolation, seemed oblivious to her suffering. He saw only her beauty, not the despair that flickered in her eyes. Section 7. The White Lady of Barón. Tragedy struck swiftly, as it often does. One stormy night, the Russian noblewoman disappeared. Some whispered of suicide, of a desperate attempt to escape her island prison. Others spoke of darker forces at play, of the island claiming her for its own. Don Julio, consumed by guilt and remorse, searched tirelessly for his lost love. But the island offered no answers, only the relentless crashing of waves against the shore. It was as if she had vanished into thin air, leaving behind only a void of silence and the faint scent of her perfume carried on the wind. Section 8. Echoes in the Sand. To this day, the fate of the Russian noblewoman remains a mystery. Some say her spirit still wanders the island, forever searching for the peace she never found in life. Fishermen speak of a white figure gliding along the shore, her laughter echoing on the wind, a haunting melody that sends chills down their spines. The legend of the White Lady of Barón has become intertwined with the island's history, a tragic tale of love lost and the enduring power of grief. It serves as a reminder that even in paradise, darkness can lurk, and sometimes the most beautiful places on earth are haunted by the saddest stories. Section 9. An island shrouded in mystery. The Isla del Barón stands today as a testament to the enduring power of the past. This island, steeped in history and legend, has captivated the imaginations of many who have set foot on its shores. Its rugged terrain and ancient structures tell a story that spans centuries, a narrative woven with threads of mystery and intrigue. The palace, once a symbol of Don Julio's isolation and later his grief, now lies in ruins. These crumbling walls and decaying structures are silent witnesses to the passage of time, bearing the scars of both human emotion and natural forces. The grandeur that once defined this place has faded, but its essence remains, haunting and evocative. Its walls, weathered by time and the elements, whisper tales of love and loss, of beauty and despair. Each crack and crevice holds a fragment of a story, a piece of a puzzle that invites visitors to ponder the lives that once thrived here. Nature has begun to reclaim what was once hers, with vines and moss creeping over the stone, adding to the island's ethereal beauty. Visitors to the island can still feel the weight of history, the echoes of laughter and sorrow carried on the salt-laced breeze. As they wander through the ruins, they are transported back in time, imagining the vibrant life that once filled these now silent spaces. The island's atmosphere is thick with the presence of the past, a palpable reminder of the transient nature of human existence. The Isla del Barón is more than just a volcanic outcrop in the Mar Menor. It is a place where history and nature intertwine, creating a unique landscape that is both beautiful and haunting. The volcanic features of the island add to its mystique, with rugged cliffs and rocky shores that have withstood the test of time. It is a repository of memories, a place where the veil between the living and the dead seems thin. The island's serene landscapes at dusk, shrouded in mist and mystery, evoke a sense of timelessness. Here the past feels ever-present, and the boundary between reality and legend blurs. And as the sun sets, casting long shadows across the ruins, one can almost hear the whisper of a woman's voice carried on the wind, a mournful lament that speaks of love, loss, and the enduring mystery of the Isla del Barón. This island, with its rich tapestry of history and legend, continues to captivate and inspire all who visit, leaving an indelible mark on their hearts and minds.